positive imperfection.
Oh man. Yeah. Moving on to NBA. I know the new year started. I've been watching a little more NBA than I have been. This is about the time I think I get into it more. Eli, I know you've been watching it though, right?
Yeah. Like anytime you're dealing with a job and there's people who can do their job and there's people who can't do their job. You know what I mean? And like, it's you see it everywhere. You could be in a restaurant, a Wawa. You could be in a Fortune 100 company. There's people who can do their job and there's people that can't. And this segment is called I Hate Russell Westbrook. So I'm going to start with DeMar DeRozan, who can do his job. The first player to hit a game-winning buzzer beater in back-to-back games since the start of the play-by-play era, which was 97. Back-to-back nights earlier this week, DeMar DeRozan, and one of them being a lofty little three, hit game-winning shots. Now, I don't know about you, but even like hitting a couple buckets at a park feels pretty phenomenal. Like you leave a pickup game with 6 points, you're like, all right, like I'm that guy. You know what I mean? Like, dude, I can't even imagine. Like, Frank, you're a Knicks fan. You know what I mean? Like, imagine hitting something like that in the Garden. Like, dude.
Oh yeah, it's unreal, and he did it back to back, which is kind of crazy that it hasn't happened since '97.
Yeah, well, it's back to back games, like back to back nights. Like, think about that. Like, even just to have the opportunity to do that twice, let alone hit both of them.
Yeah, and back to back nights, not consecutive games, right? Consecutive nights.
I mean,
so like
back
it wasn't
to back
like
games.
It wasn't like
I
a
think
game,
the games were
then
night to
night.
night, but like
okay, I think I'm just overthinking it.
Yeah, a little bit. He hit those shots.
That is really sick. I didn't watch the games, but I did see the highlights, and that is pretty dope.
And then that brings me to the other side of the topic. It brings me to Russell Westbrick, who can't hit shots ever, right? So it's like if you have a job and you work specifically out of Microsoft Office and you get hired and you don't know how to type. That's what Westbrook looks like on the Lakers. This man drove the lane for a game-winning shot with Carmelo Anthony at the edge and LeBron James, I don't know if you guys have heard of him, also in the corner waiting for the three, both wide open. And he has now done this multiple nights, bro.
That's crazy. The Lakers are the 7th seed. Wow.
Yeah.
Holy shit, dude.
Yeah,
That's
it's cold
out
here. Cold world.
I mean,
no
I'm sure
blanket.
they'll be fine. As long as they make the playoffs, who cares about home court anyway?
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of like LeBron a little bit has like that Brady dynamic where it's like we don't need to burn out everything we have to get the highest seed. Just put us in the playoffs. Brady doesn't care if he beats the 1 seed in the first week or the Super Bowl. It doesn't really matter to him. He knows he's going to beat them. He just goes out and plays his game. And, I mean, it's very similar and I'm just full of fun facts tonight. One other fun fact about LeBron, because he's the GOAT, is LeBron James cemented an average of exactly 25 points per game or higher 17 seasons in a row.
That's crazy. He's been in the NBA for so fucking long.
Like,
it's crazy if you think about it.
Dude, it's like he might move up the scoring list again just this season. And he's already top 5. Like, it's...
How old is this kid now? He's getting to like college level, right? Is he in college now?
I think he's a junior in high school. He's playing in Allentown in February.
Really?
Yeah, they have like a high school. There's a high school game at PP&L. A lot of people are buying tickets because they think like Bron might be there, which is possible. Like he might be. I mean, the dude owns like private jets and stuff. But from what I understand, remember looking at his schedule because I was one of those people, and I was like trying to connect the dots. I think LeBron's got like a game that just like it wouldn't like happen. But this will be the game I don't go to, and he does go.
High school, that's hysterical.
If I was
That's
LeBron
crazy,
James,
right?
I wouldn't come to Allentown either, dude.
Yeah.
I don't even want to go to Allentown. It's 15 minutes
I feel
away.
like there's so many other destinations where your son's going to play that you can pick that are way better than Allentown, Pennsylvania.
He's like, where are you going?
You
To
could just
fucking
buy a
Allentown.
stadium
Like
at
this
that
kid's
point.
playing in like Miami, and like fucking Dallas,
Why,
Texas.
Like, why
Like,
Miami, dude? Even Bethlehem, not Miami. Why Allentown?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like what?
Before we move on to football, I just want to touch golf. Golf is back. And I know not a lot of people might not watch it, but there truly is nothing like having an outright winner ticket going into Sunday with a chance to win. Top 5 feelings. So yeah, that's pretty sweet. I'm gonna be watching some golf this weekend. It's in Hawaii, primetime slot.
You're going golfing this weekend, aren't you?
Yes, X Golf in Easton.
I love it, dude.
Can't wait.
You guys love that
The
place.
golf simulator.
When are you gonna come?
Super nice.
When I'm not fucking working, dude.
When are you
Crazy.
not working, dude?
See, I actually want to open up. I don't know. I'm telling you, business venture. I want to open up like a full-fledged golf simulation place though, with like a driving range built in.
Let's get Deck on board. Deck,
Like an actual driving range.
watch the video, Deck. I'm pointing at you.
That'd be cool.
Right here.
Right?
Deck, it's just you and I.
You know how expensive they are though?
You heard the
they're
man.
So expensive.
How many
I
Tesla
bet,
stocks?
dude. I bet,
Like a
man.
really good one is so expensive. And it's like my dream is like, yeah, I want 10 of them in there with like couches and like TV. So if you want to go on a Sunday and watch games
You
and just
should
shoot
go-
18 while bringing beer, like that's in my head, that's what makes sense. But I also don't have
Yeah.
400 grand to dump
You
on
should
it.
go to X Golf.
Is that what it's
X
like?
Golf is fun.
Exactly what it's like.
They have the simulators. They got the full bar.
Cigar.
pretty sweet.
But do they have a
cigar
top golf
lounge?
driving range?
No.
No, there's no like actual outside driving range. No.
That's what makes it different.
But this-
And I would call it drunk driving. So you bring your beers.
There you
See?
go. You're
Right?
driving drunk.
$1 million idea. Hire me.
Okay, moving on to the sport we all can't wait to talk about, football. And I'm going to start with the Giants because I want to get out the way. I'm just going to rip the Band-Aid right off.
Do it. Rip it hard.
I'm fucking miserable. I don't know what they're doing. Like, am I just, again, I'm taking the crazy pills. The shit that Joe Judge says, why is he still the head coach? I think this past weekend he was like, yeah, so many former players are texting me saying they want to play for this team when they're getting paid more somewhere else. What? Who the fuck is texting you that, Crazy Joe? Oh my God. So yeah, the Giants suck. Anyone else before we move on?
I'm a Bills fan until the Giants get
Perfect.
it together.
Ralph?
That's it.
I just, man, Mike Glennon, man, what a guy. Let me tell you what.
I'm sure he's a nice guy.
Mike, if you're listening to this, dude, give it up, man. Like, congratulations on your 6 different team swaps. Now he's injured, right? Like,
Oh my
imagine coming in
God.
for half the season and then you get in. It's like, dude, the Giants are a complete mess, man. Sterling Shepard used to be my favorite player. Guess what? He's completely lost that space. I currently don't have a favorite player on that team anymore. It's just, it's miserable to watch.
Yeah, you would think they would just clean house and start fresh, but they're keeping Joe Judge. So yeah, that's the Giants. What else do we have? The Bengals had a sick
He's so good.
sick win against
so
Kansas City
good.
Chiefs. I did not think that was going to happen.
I'm happy about that because I was hyping him up last
And then he
episode.
crushed it again.
Crushed it again, dude.
good. Yeah, unreal. I mean, Jamar Chase.
Joey Jackpot.
Oh my
Joey
God.
Jackpot.
Dude, Justin Jefferson broke the rookie single game receiving yard mark last year, and then his teammate from LSU, Jamar Chase, breaks it this year. Like, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That's fucking wild, dude.
Dude, one cool thing, I don't know if you guys see this, you might. I swear to God, like, Joe Burrow is the successful version of Johnny Manziel.
Yes.
Wow.
He has enough of the edge where he's in the locker room throwing up the money signs with the cigar in his mouth, but he's getting it done. Like, he's not on a podcast in a van talking about losing his Heisman.
It's
Like,
just a lot less
Wait,
cocaine.
I have the perfect evolution, guys. Johnny Manziel crawled so Baker Mayfield could walk so Joe Burrow could run.
Hell yeah.
Dude,
That's it,
Joe
dude.
Burrow was on a full-fledged sprint. Dude. He's running a 440.
I know, but that's like the progression. Like he said, like the swaggy quarterback comes out of a college. Baker Mayfield was the same way coming out of Oklahoma. Heisman winner.
yeah, man.
Yeah, the plant the flag in the middle of the field.
And then Joe
like,
Joe Burrow
ballsy.
rolled up to the game in a shirt that had all his receivers on it. T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd, and Jamar Chase all on it. Like it was a sick shirt. Like he rolled up looking fresh as hell. He's just so cool. I saw they call him Joey Jackpot or Jackpot Joey.
Yeah.
Love
Dude,
that,
that's
dude.
so sick for a quarterback.
Yeah, and what? He's in his second season, third season,
Oh my
second,
God.
second, third.
Yeah, second.
Second, yeah,
season.
because last
Second
year
He tore
he
his
got
ACL.
hurt
He was
injured.
against
Yeah.
Washington.
And just comes
And he
back.
FedEx
yeah.
Field, dude.
And he tore his
Scumbags.
ACL last year, dude. Like, I really hope the Bengals could like put together some sort of a run because that would just be so cool.
Washington's
Smoking
actually.
cigars. No, I was gonna say
I'm
smoking
skipping ahead,
cigars
sorry.
and hitting the gritty in the locker room. Like that's fucking cool, man.
Oh, 100%. Washington's actually, they just said they're going to announce their name or something.
Yeah,
Eli.
dude.
Washington
I got,
Commanders.
Yo, so
Listen,
I got, all right, hold on. No, this is mine. I'm the one going through the pain. It's my segment.
the Commanders.
Dude, so
Jesus.
here then, right? Okay. This is the beauty of being a Washington fan. I've been sad since I woke up. So I'm not, and I don't mean woke up today. I mean woke up like I came to earth. And It's fine because their success literally died when I lived. Like if you think about it, because I was born in 93 and I think 91 or 92 was like their last successful year, but it's fine, whatever. So I've been rooting for this one, and Frank, I know you're on board with me with the Red Wolves, right? Red Wolves. I was like, Red Wolves, baby. Like we might have a little swag to us. They came out and they were like, all right, we're going to announce our name in February. We're not giving you anything. And I was like, okay, cool. And then they went, but? And I was like, what do you mean, but? They were like, it's not the Red Wolves. I was like, come on. I was like, that's the only one I wanted. So we'll just go around the room. You guys pick your favorite. I'm going to give you, this is what they laid out as the possibility. Mind you, the jersey sneak peek they gave had stars on it, okay?
It's the Commanders. I'm telling you right now.
So there's the Admirals, the Armada, which makes me think of Rick and Morty, Mexican Armada. The Brigade, the Commanders, the Defenders, the Presidents, Red Hogs, and Sentinels. So military for no reason, but I know that was a lot. I'm not going to read it again. I'll read it again. Admirals, Armada, Brigade, Commanders, Defenders, Presidents. It's not going to be the other three. I'm not even going to read it.
I'd be willing to bet you go look on like LLC S Corp, like Incorporated, and see if the Washington Commanders were taken.
Oh, it probably
Well, that was the reason the Red Wolves was taken off, because their trademarks and shit was already bought.
I feel like we can
That's
get
what they
rid
said.
of Snyder's heated driveway and use that money on the trademark.
Yeah. Yo, low key, I kind of like the Red Hogs.
Yeah, but they're not going to do that.
That's
I
kind of
swear.
cool, dude.
It is cool because it pays homage to their old school Hogs. Like, there's still fans that wear the pig mask in the stadium. Like,
Well, yeah,
but Washington, if you can't tell by now, hates their fans and they want them all to die.
Well, so I kind of like the Red Hogs because it has red in the name, and I just think that's cool. But, Hogs, it's like you're paying homage to the offensive line you guys had in, like, what, the 80s and 90s?
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. But then, like, I don't know. I just think, like, Red Hogs, even if you have, like, a present day, like, really sick offensive or defensive line, like, that'd be cool. I don't know. I kind of like Red Hogs.
Yeah,
That's just me, though.
I mean, you're also just tossing around.
I don't like any of the military shit.
You're tossing around
It's
the
weird.
pigskin, though.
It just sounds
so,
like a fucking a football league that gets created that tries to like compete with the NFL and they just fold.
Yeah.
Like the Washington Commanders would be in like the AFL
It's like all...
or the fucking AAF, whatever it's called.
It's like a flag football team, but every guy that plays on it is in his 40s and divorced.
It just blows my mind that they've spent
This much time,
two
bro.
years trying to come up with it, and you have a short list, and that's it.
This list almost double digits. That's the other thing.
That's a
The
long
Washington
list. Then.
Presidents.
It's still terrible.
It's not even a short list, bro.
I'm gonna go play for the Presidents, guys.
Yeah,
Let's see
that
what
sounds-
Washington Presidents.
So bad.
You know who's not going to be a Washington fan if they call themselves the Presidents?
But like to build up what you're saying,
Joe
Nick,
Byron.
somebody sat down and was like, "Hey, what about the Presidents?" And then a conglomerate of people were like, "You know what? We're gonna keep that up there.
I
We're
saw
gonna keep
someone
it."
say they should be the Washington emails.
The email tough guys. I play for the email tough
Yeah,
guys.
trademark that right now. You Snyder, you can't get me.
Dude, the Washington emails is hilarious. Oh my God.
You get a lot of support. I wouldn't doubt.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I don't know. I just I feel bad for you having to buy all new gear after all that.
Bro, it hurts.
That's like the
It's
worst
authentic
part.
though. Like authentic. Like
I don't know. But
in
what
10 years?
What if you don't like the name though?
Oh well, yeah.
You kind of have to learn to love it, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Somebody made the decision.
yeah, it ain't me.
Yeah.
Don't worry, the seat's over at the Giant Stadium for you.
Oh yeah, but if we're gonna go for $6 a ticket,
We'll take it.
dude. FanDuel put out rankings, and the only team lower than the Giants were the
Jaguars.
Jags, dude. The
believe it.
Lions were ranked above
Still
them.
not last.
Dude, I said it earlier. If the Lions would play the Giants right now, the Lions would win. That's just a fact.
100%. Our-
Dude, with
Our
Amon Ra on that team?
backups is injured.
Yeah. A game I want to talk about real quick was the Cardinals-Cowboys game. I did have that as my lock last week, but it just feels crazy that, as soon as someone's starting to make you believe, like, they lose a game. And I feel like that's happened a lot. Like, not so much with the Chiefs lately, but they were, shitty in the beginning. Not so much with the Bucs lately, but the Bucs have dropped bad games. The Bills lost to the fucking Jaguars. The Titans lost to the Jets. Like, there's been some crazy losses. I think the Green Bay lost to someone week 1 that was like, what? I can't even remember. But that was a really good game. And I think the Cowboys are overrated again. But I mean, what's new, right?
Nothing.
Is Zeke a good running back?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's also just tough for running backs nowadays because they're just like fucking tired after like 5 years.
Yeah, and I don't know, these big guys, dude, like they're they're easy to grip up, basically. Like I'm watching like Zeke and Barkley and stuff, who are absolute studs day one, and now that they're bigger, they're even more muscular than they were before. Like they lose the agility. They're just trying to run through people, and then they're injured for half the season. I mean, we've seen that in both of them. And they were the top running backs in the league for 1 or 2 years when they first came out.
Yeah, that is kind of crazy. Any other games you guys want to talk about? A bunch of the Buccaneers almost lost to the Jets. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah. I just want to solidify my lock last week, just for the record. Patriots by anything. Dude, you could have teased them up to 39.5 and they still would have covered.
They beat the shit out of the Jaguars, dude.
Like
that was crazy.
That is vicious.
Dude.
Like new hobby, new job, figure it out, go somewhere else.
Speaking about the Jaguars, did you guys see that if the Jaguars beat the Colts in Jacksonville on Saturday or Sunday, 1:00, that the Chargers and the Raiders can tie the game and both make the playoffs?
What?
Isn't that crazy? So
Make a pact.
So before the game, before Sunday Night Football, which is Chargers Raiders, that's going to decide a playoff spot. Before that happens, Colts travel to Jacksonville, and if they lose to the Jaguars in Jacksonville, then the Raiders and Chargers can tie the game Sunday night and both go to the playoffs, and the Colts don't.
That's such a weird.
Isn't that
that's
crazy?
A sick stat line, but it's also really like just weird.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think this has ever happened before. We've never been in this situation because think about it, dude. There's probably nothing in the rules that say you can't just kneel it out the whole game.
Yeah, it's like an anomaly at
dude,
that
why
point,
wouldn't you? Oh, guaranteed playoffs? Yeah, let's fucking tie. Shakes hands. Like,
there's got to be a line somewhere.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know.
Jared. Call up Jared right now. See if there's a line
could be
somewhere.
something. But then even in the rule book, like if you just meet pregame, be like, yo, listen. Just run 4 straight downs, go for it on 4th, and we just stay in the middle of the field all fucking game.
Yeah, they're both guaranteed playoff
Dude,
spot.
guaranteed a playoff spot. I mean, I don't think the Colts are going to lose to Jaguars, but still, it could happen.
Anything's possible, dude.
Yeah, I think they're like 4. I think they're like 2 touchdown favorites,
Damn.
which is crazy.
Yeah.
Oh man, big week in fantasy football for the boys. Eli, do you got us?
Oh, I got you, man.
Wrap it
This is
up.
the last week of the fantasy update.
It's done, dude. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's done. God bless America. It's done, dude. I'm not going to have any hair left. If this would have gone for 2 or 3 more weeks, I didn't have it. So it's my account. So I'm going to start with the semi game. So it was myself against Sags. Side note, I hope you guys enjoyed those tweets. If you did not see them, go look at them because there are horrific pictures. Honestly, of everyone but Frank. Frank was looking all right in his picture. My man got the studs in, bro.
Strong jawline, full
Yeah,
head
dude.
of hair.
He was looking. He was all right. He was all right. Sags was in theater. I pre-braces. I had the frosted tips in the front, and it was a picture of a school picture. It wasn't even like the PDF, but it's whatever. It's fine. So I ended up taking out Sags for third place. I'll take a bronze. I third placed my other ones. Double bronze, double let down. It is what it is. Jared in the chip. I know he wants some energy here, but I'm not going to give it to him. I'm going to give it to him. Jared had a hell of a year. He's lucky that Derrick Henry got hurt, or else I would have literally been scalping him in the championship game. But at the end of the day, he put up a nice number against Frank. They had a good chip. It was a bit of a sweat for a good portion of it, but Jared got it done. Shout out to him. He is the winner of the league. And then we have our other games just because why not? Connor and Nick played each other 2 weeks in a row. Connor came through. And side note, Nick and Connor would have had a hell of a run in the playoffs because even though they did not get in, like Connor put up 152 points in the championship week. Like, dude, if he would have got in, like he would have ran the table.
I think Connor got in. He just lost in the first round.
Yeah,
Nikki,
we were both first
Nikki
round.
Q got in.
Yeah, Connor and I made first round.
Oh, okay, that's
we
what it
lost,
was.
and then ended up playing each other the entire way through for the rest of the playoffs.
Dude, they were just hanging out in the living room like, yeah, man, it's just like round 3 of fighting each other. Slump Busters Tom beat Will the Random. Hold My Stugats with probably the best score he's had all year, the whopping 4-10 with 152 points over Tristan. And your boy Juice fell to Stefan. And it does pain me to say it, but that is the end of fantasy this year. I mean, How do you feel about the year? What are we thinking? What was your down? Give me something.
I think I had a good year for my team.
I don't know what to do with my hands anymore. What am I gonna do every day?
I think I had a good time. Obviously, great year to everyone else in the league, and I hope you sign back up next year. But if anyone does drop, we'll obviously open it up to you guys because we want as many people in there as possible. But I'm pretty happy with it. Jared had a great team all year, and I lost to a really good team in the championship game. So
and the boys went 1, 2, and 3 on the podcast. Dude, come out and try to beat us.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. That's all just cashed.
Come out and try to beat us. I feel like that's a good showing, and the locks reflect that too. Good showings all around.
Wow.
It was I don't know. It was pain. It was fun because I had to be very creative, get my first round pick messed up, and I got Travis Kelce, which isn't a big deal in the auto draft, but I had my RB1 get injured week 2. I had 2 of my starting receivers injured in the same week, and they were out for 7 weeks. So I had to be creative, and I still finished in 6th place, so middle of the pack. I don't know. I guess that's worth it.
Ralph, you had a rough year.
For all that.
Yeah, which is crazy because I hope my now fiance draft her league and she plays first. So it's okay. So I can just draft for other people.
Shout out Diana.
So she's taking your spot next year.
100%. Right? She crushed her league. Me, I come in. I don't know, dude. This what happens when you have DC on your lineup and you're praying for him to play. It's just
that's awesome.
It was a brutal year. Dude. Every week was a sweat, and by sweat I mean wow, I don't have no players to play. I was pulling 2nd and 3rd string players off the waiver wire every single
Yeah, it was
week.
definitely a crazy year, especially for first round running backs.
Bro, losing Henry was
crazy.
so brutal. That man is still in 6th and rushing.
Yeah.
Locking in a 3rd. But hey, he got hurt. It is
Taylor,
what it is.
Gotta tell you what, that guy's a monster.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what.
Yeah, I hope it's kind of toss up between him and Cooper Kupp, but I kind of hope he wins it just because I feel like running backs don't really get a lot of shine.
Yeah, but when you're
especially compared to wide receivers and quarterbacks.
Yeah, when you're running it 60 yards down the field by yourself, and then they give it to the 2nd string running back to score.
Yeah, it's also a lot harder to be a good running back compared to wide receiver. I feel because one you're usually going up against a cornerback or a DB that doesn't know the route you're running. But when you're running the ball, you're running straight at 300-pound dudes. So I feel you got to give them respect, which is awesome. So I hope Jonathan Taylor was Offensive Player of the Year. But yeah, that's my 2 cents.